completed these many objects like these two charts, geographic charts, bar charts, block charts, circle chart, line chart, and up to this. Okay. So let's just finish up all those other controls. Then we'll move on to the uh, calculated field parameters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So pie chart is very simple and it is most popular control. Say, um, use this to say.
Amit, one more thing. So here we are organizing these fields into specific folder wise, right? For example, we have customer, and customer have some fields, and product have some fields. Similarly, can we organize in this way, like creating some new table kind of format, and like a folder format? In the folder we have some fields like that.
Yeah, we can. Like, so here we have um, what we can say. Uh, we can create a list of calculated fields that we are yet to cover actually. Once we
Oh.
finish these topic, here we have the calculated fields,
Mm-hmm.
and these fields are those fields like which is not there in the database. So usually created based on the calculations.
Okay.
So that we will create and those we can keep in a list of folders.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can you create one folder and drop one product code or something, duplicate the field, and can you place it in one? Just show for example sake for now.
Normally they are now based on group by tables. Yeah,
Okay.
group by data source tables.
Okay.
So here we group by folders. So there are basically two different folders. One is dimension, one is measure.
Okay.
They are separated by here.
Yeah.
Now by default they are grouped by data source table and which is more identical because I can see the records, the columns of the transaction tables are here. The columns
Okay.
of the product tables are here. Now if you just group by folder, what will happen? Those all tables, entities or groups will be removed and will be simply grouped by all the fields.
Oh. Oh, this is different, right?
This is different. Yes, we can create a hierarchy, and in that we can create list of we can put list of columns. Okay, that I'll tell you.
No, what I meant to say is not like this. So just place it as group by data source table. And now I want to create one more table. For example, product is there, right? Product customers is there. I want to create one more table like aging, like AP aging or AR aging or transaction fact like that. So I want to create some one more table like one folder and specify few fields in that one. I wanted the same structure like customer needs to be there, product needs to be there, transaction has to be there, and additionally one more table with some other fields that I
These
can drop
are
some from.
Tableau does not understand these as folder. These are actually tables. So that's the default structure is grouped by data source table. So if you want to add anything else, then what you can do? You can go to the data model.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can add a table to the data model. We can relate this table to any of these three tables. Then so that it will be there in the schema, same schema. Then we come back here. Once we come back here, that table will be part of this entity and there will
Oh
be
no, no. What I'm saying is not like that. Instead of adding table, so what I meant to say is I want to organize based on a folder. For example, I can think like customer is one folder and there are some fields in that folder, and product is one folder and there are fields in that folder, just like that. Can we create? Oh, okay. You want to organize everything like this?
yeah.
Oh, okay, got
You
it.
can do like
Yeah.
so. But by default, when you are grouping by tables,
Mm-hmm.
this option would not be available. Now I just grouping by folder.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
By default, they are grouped by data source table. Now those folders are lost.
Yeah.
Group by folder, then we'll get those folders, and then custom in the custom way we can keep those data in the folder. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So we are here like we added a state and then
Mm-hmm.
say stock. Am I use a stock? And simply select the bar pie chart, which would give you this output like this. Now go for size. You can make it even bigger. Normally the size will be look like here, but if you just make it put it in a dashboard and you can expand it based on your height and weight, it could fit to the entire workspace. So, so there are different sections. This looks a little bigger. This one is looks a little smaller. Now I have list of I can add them by label. I can show here or else I can name them states we have in the legions here. It is pretty simple. Now another database. Example library. These are the list of items I'm getting here. List. Show the ornate amount of the item.
Amit, not able to hear you properly, Amit. Your voice is breaking and navigation also very slow.
I can choose this. Sorry, navigation.
Yeah, it is very slow and your voice also not audible clearly.
Okay, let me just change the network. Hello, is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine now. Bit okay.
Okay. then this is this is more easier, and the only thing is here in a pie chart you cannot add huge number of items. You have a limited number of items to show here, because in bar chart you can have a lot of items and you can have a scroll bar, okay, to show all those items. Am I audible?
Yes, Amit.
So to show all items in bar chart you may have scroll bar, but in pie chart you have to show certain number of items, say 10 or 20, or else it will be so squeezed you cannot see it properly. But pie chart is easier for analysis, and the negative, the main demerit of pie chart is you cannot show negative values in pie chart. Okay. In bar chart, you can show negative values. Suppose the marks, okay, and for if anything comes beyond this 0, then it would come like this. Okay. This is a bar chart. But in pie chart, you cannot show the negative value. That is usually asked in a interviews. Is a pie chart, then let's move on to new object. It's not much to describe here. Now here we have scatter plot. This chart basically use two or more dimensions, two or more measures, and dimension may require or may not. Yeah. So
Amit, not able to hear you, Amit. You muted?
that is second time measure. You'll
Amit,
get
Amit, not
this
able to
scatter
hear
plot.
you at all. Your voice
Oh,
is
is it?
completely breaking.
Hmm. Had some problem in the morning, so that's why I could not join on time. Uh, because today I don't know, this network is fluctuating. Let me restart the meeting then.
Yeah.
Vijay, am I audible now?
Yes, Amit, it's fine now.
Okay, I had to restart the meeting actually. So scatter plot chart needed minimum one dimension and two or more measures. So then all those bubbles will be scatterly plotted on the pen of the
Okay.
chart. Now I've added these order numbers. I have 1000 order numbers here. I just added the first measure is quantity. Second measure I'm noting the say net amount. Then once I add these, then I just get this scatter plot enabled for me. Okay. Now I can select it. So it looks very nice. This chart looks very beautiful because there may be a lot of items here. So I just change the orientations. In the x-axis you see net amount. In the y-axis you see quantity. Now what about the dimension? Dimensions are here plotted on here only. Okay. So these are all the dimensions. These are all the individual order numbers. But now how our purpose is to analyze which one is bigger. In terms of net amount, this particular order is bigger because it has higher net amount. In terms of quantity, this particular order is bigger. Okay, but I want relatively say um, I want here this one is added net amount, one is the quantity. I will just add another cost, say average cost. Okay, average cost to I will get it to them into the size. Okay, so based on the average cost, this is coming bigger because I found its cost is high, net amount is high, average cost is high, and net amount is also high. So there are three measures I have used here. One measure which is plotting the x-axis, second measure is plotting the y-axis, third measure is making these circles bigger and smaller. Okay, so on an average this is my profitable product. So I can change the shapes to any different type. Say I would check the circle, I would check this as stars like this. Okay. Now this star I can take and make the sizes very bigger. Now I want to show them in a colorful way, so I can add this order number to the color here. Okay, I got this scatter plot. So I would add the average cost to the label, which would be swing label. So this is what my scatter plot is. I can say order wise. Okay. Now the third chart is basically here histogram. This is the only chart which works on one measure only. Histogram is basically to show the flow of the data. Okay, it is not for analysis of one field versus another field. The flow of the data means, say, I have a stock exchange price of particular company. Okay, I have a stock price in the share market. I have stock price of a particular company. I want to show the 52-week before within last 52-week trend and current trend. Okay, from last 52-week, what was the growth and downfall of this stock? Okay, now I am only talking about the stock and its value. So this should be the histogram. I'll just take it here, and one measure I will only use, say, net amount. How net amount is my sales. Considering the sales, I will not compare this sales with any other attribute. I'll just take what was the growth of my sales starting from my business. Okay, just a net amount. Now you can use histogram here. Here only chart can be enabled, that is histogram. Now, what is the growth of your business? The business, when it started, it was very high. When it is going to be end, so far, it is becoming very less. Starting data versus ending data is very less here. So this data is not in good structure. I will just take it other data. So this sales or this revenue. Okay. So this is the flow of the data. Starting from the business, the revenue was this much, until the end it is this flow. Okay, so there are so in this range actually my highest revenue was 52,000. Okay. So this was the kind of standard which you can see. It is not compared with any other attribute. When you say histogram, you can say histogram is a simply scale which is measure the flow of the data of a single numeric value. History of the data or trend, not based on date but based on the growth, or based on the, say you have 100 records, then you'll have hundreds of histogram bars, and on every record what could be the falls and growths it would show. So I have list of items, I have net amount, then I will just check the third item is called box plot usually. Okay. So this particular chart is basically used to map. Say I have January to August. There are these many months. Okay, and in every month I have sales of this particular sales of some items. That is the item which I have added here. This month, these many items are sold. In the bubbles, you can see item name is this one, item name is this one, item name is this one. But box plot is the area from this range of price to this range of price, most of the items are sold. You want to show in your showroom, say you have 1,000 of items, but most of the items ranges from 500 to 2,000 is get highly sold. How we analyze those? This is what the box plot chart is. There are many items. Whichever the item is highly costly, they are rarely sold. Okay. because the items are less costly and more benefited and more useful, these range of items are highly sold. This is the box plot which is showing the ranges of the price between which the products are mostly sold.
Uh, what is that box actually? Because yeah, I got this. I mean, the highest priced and the lowest priced one. I got that understand. But here there are different things, right? The box is there, and also something in the top like indicator, like the hyphen is there, right?
This is kind of higher tolerance and lower tolerance we can say, but this particular area you can say, first of all, this is the main what I can say. These are the highly demanding products. Then these are little bit less, and this section, this one and this one are little bit less. So it is showing three scales. If you say which those three ranges of price between which you get highest sales, I would say the first range is 500 to 2000. Range of prices are highly sold. Those are like these. Okay.
Okay.
Then uh, 3000 to 4000 prices are second highest sell. Okay, like this. And then rest of the few products like 100 to 500, they are third highest sell like this. And rest of products are average and they are coming very they are getting sell very rarely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and these are the month-wise trend of certain items. So this is what the box plot is. To analyze that you have a lot of items, and in every month what are the items and what are the price range between which your item is most highly sold, so that you will focus to procure those products only and between those price range. Okay, product may be demanding, but if the price is high, customer will hesitate to take, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quality must be good and price must be less. Then only the uh, product will be highly sold. So even if your quality may be little higher, but the price would, if the price would be relatively less and they can get you another product, then definitely customer will choose that product. Okay, not even choose the highly qualitative product, because the other one is a price wise it is little bit affordable. Am I make sense?
Yeah, but the thing is it a mean and a median or the average? How it is counting it?
It is see, in this box you can say here the number of items coming in this range.
Mm-hmm.
Here the number of item 1 2 3 4. Okay, so it is counting the number of item coming in this range, and it's taking a range this particular month is higher. So that's why it is taking like higher wing and lower wing. And here also this one, 1 2 3 4 5 in this particular range. So they are just supposedly clubbing those items in this particular month, and the max minimum but the count the product with this range is you know high. So that's why it is just taking the excluded. Box. So let me just add them to a dashboard. Sorry, the dashboard I've already created. this pie chart. Automatic sizing. Now here, as it was showing the pie chart was small in this dashboard, here you can make it even bigger. List of order names. So here I can remove these legends because there are huge number of legends are here. I can use them as a quick filter, or else you can also show them in a floating chart like this. And if it is floating, you can also select this analysis filter order number. This filter is added. Just I'm going to take a horizontal object here on the top, and then I'll add one by one this filter here. An item here. So this is the states, this is items, and one more thing was order number, which was there in the color also. I will add analysis and legends. Okay, so I can have a filter, quick filter. I can have a legends also. So add this, then I got this order number. So there are three filters which is showing in the color legends, and there is a scroll bar. You can scroll and show them one by one. These two pie charts are not expanding in the screen. Just go to here and fit entire view. Here and fit entire view. Height sheet. Okay, I've got two dashboards. Once I'll have two more dashboards, I will break them into a story. Okay, I have these charts. Like I have tagged bubble. It is pretty simple. Say list of items you may have, item names. I will say take their sales amount or order value, which is value arrow. Okay. I just taken their order value. Now simple chart is here. We can just take it as bubble chart. It should so look very nice. One is this way, like you can add them to color by item, this one, and then you can also duplicate this. Say item wise, instead of this order value, I'm just going to take the quantity. Now this is one. Then I will just take the color by quantity. quantity, 2 color. So the two different coloring. One is color by item, one is here color by dimension, here it is color by measure. Got it?
Yeah.
So it is pretty simple. The bigger the bubble and the darker the color, make me sense that it is a highest sold item, or it is having highest stock. And here it is looking more beautiful because you have different colors, but you have to compare the bubble size only. Which one is bigger? You can find them as bigger bubbles. This is one. I'll just make it one more difference here. I'll duplicate this one. I don't have any word cloud chart in the Tableau, but through this particular chart only I can create a word cloud. Okay, let's see how we can create a word cloud based on this chart. I would just change the circle to text. Okay, now you see here I would have a lot of words. Okay, so these are all the different words. I can just say filter it out few items, few ranges. Say have use your value. I will take the value here in the range. Sum of let's say I would like to show few items. That means in minimum range I have a lot of items. Okay, so this kind of chart you must have seen in any website. Okay. These are normally called word cloud. So here it is easily identified that which one of the item is bigger. I can see this one is bigger 1886 and this one is little smaller. And if you just add them the color into the color range, then definitely you will get the better clarity in this way. Or you're also looking good or beautiful. So this is called wall cloud, which is not there in this list, but I could create by customizing. I'll take another, say, a lot of orders, thousands of orders are there. always cells. So this one, make it a text word cloud, and cells I can take it to the color. So this is just to make another sample. This is basically different color wise, item wise word cloud, I mean the color by items, and here the color by measure. So next is Gantt chart. It is mostly used for project management and for providing some timelines. Say for example, I would have a date. I have a list of date attributes. I have list of months. Then against this month, I would like to show the which other items are sold and which range they have sold. So it needs 2 dimensions minimum. Okay. This is added. Then I would like to show their sales amount. Now I'll simply check this Gantt chart. Some of the items are started from the beginning. Some of the items are started in the middle, just like your waterfall chart or Gantt chart. So these are my months, December, this to March. So it looks like a project management chart now. Say this item is sold in the March, this is sold in the December to, and here this sold in Jan, this time. So based on the time after this sales, this sale is started. So mostly in this time this item is sold. So it is called Gantt chart reporting. It needs a 2 dimension. One date attribute is must needed, and one dimension is needed. Then one measure is needed. Just to see that what the sales of this item are started when and ended when. I mean, actually the data is not proper here, but if you would like to show the projects, in case of project management, which are the activity will be started on which date and ending on which date, that you can map with this chart. Okay, so that's why definitely when you're doing a project management, you need three values. One is cost, or one is timeline, that is month or date or week. One is activity, and the third is progress amount. So this is exactly look like a project management chart. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, Amit.
Next is bullet graph. This is called bullet chart.
Mm-hmm. Not able to hear you, Amit.
I'll take this item and I will check one value, that is say quantity versus stock versus sell. This is my stock, and once I'll add the second measure, this particular chart will be enabled. Okay. Now I got this second measure. Now I'll just check this as a uh, bullet graph. Let me change the orientation to this. Comparison of this data has to be relatively, it is very, lot of differences are there. So I'm not able to see this chart. Let me use this data. So I have list of, say, customers. And customer wise, sales versus revenue, I would like to map. Sales, and then I'll use revenue. Now let's see what is their performance. Revenue is becoming so high. Okay, so this particular chart is mostly needed for the comparisons. Say it was your product. I will take this sales amount. I'll just take another sales amount.
I mean, any real-time example like where it would be used?
Real-time example, like when you have when you are defining the say sales target of the month. Okay, and the black color bars are the targets you fixed. So this should be a say customer wise target. This from this customer you need to sell say 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, this much. Now whatever you have achieved, that is showing here in this chart.
Okay, just like the actuals and the target, right?
Exactly, target versus actual.
Okay.
Uh, so if you see this chart, it is saying your target is so high. Okay, these are all the targets. Now, as of now, the growth is this much, which is, if you say, which is this much. This is 80% of this target. If you achieve, this is 60% of your target. This is 50% of your target, and this is this range is basically 30% of. So, how far you have succeeded from your target? It is showing your ranges. These are the different buckets. Like if you have achieved up to this much also, it would be easily said that you have achieved from your target, you have achieved 80%. If you have reached here, your target was 100% achieved. Okay. Okay. Now in this chart, what it is showing is most of your target is 100% achieved. Not even high, not even more, less. here none of the target is achieved so far. So these are the basically the targets, and these are the achievables. Now you can check the target color. These are your target and these achieved. So it needs two measures. Those can be relatively equal or a little bit difference can be there, and one dimension based on which you can make a target versus achievable. So here we can conclude the session today. I can say.
Okay. And
Achieved.
is it possible to take the sessions on the weekend at least for 1 or 1.5 hours?
Yeah, I will confirm because there is a schedule tomorrow. But anyway, if I'll be available anytime, maybe a little late also would be okay for you. Maybe in the Indian evening time.
Yeah, that should be fine. Indian evening time should be fine.
Okay, then I'll confirm. Huh?
Yeah.
Be on chart. That because on Saturday I have a ad hoc schedules, so if I'll be available, I will try to close this session as soon as possible. Okay.
Okay, okay, sure, sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, fine, Amit. Yeah, thank you so much.